Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update and all the physical releases coming to the Switch March the 3rd until the 7th. It is a quiet week, but we all know why. Every publisher is scared of the one and only game that matters this year, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Okay, maybe the only game that matters this week, but from my perspective, it is a massive deal. This is a double pack of games that I grew up with and adored very much. A perfect duology of JRPG goodness that I am over the moon is getting another chance. These are remakes, and although you can see the tight budget in them, you know, Konami's wallets are tighter than my dad's these days, I just want these games to succeed. They deserve it, and it would be nice to get Suikoden 6 at some point before I die, you know? These games are special for their intriguing stories with twists and turns, a huge cast of characters, a fun, breezy battle system. They are borderline perfect JRPGs from the golden era of the genre. Releasing physically on Switch, PS5, and Xbox. And my executive producers, Alexander Cato, Jennifer M, God of Resin, Azrath, Adamantium, The Nemo 6, Cartoon Soren, Dave Hallworth, Dave Huswaite, Dane Wilkinson, Thornton Metal Luna, Kevin W, Vey, Robotech, Jake Vav, Issa, Ghost Bune, Brent McLean, Josh Foot, D's Nuts, Jeddah Crow, Lewis K, Instacritic, Sora Cat, Surfacing for Air, Ethan Blue, and Brotorius have chosen this as their pick of the week. Yes, that is the biggest ever collection of picks of the week, 27. And if you want it, of course you want it, in fact I'm ordering you to get it, or any of the other games in this video, then please consider purchasing via the links in the description and pinned comment. That massively helps me out and this series to keep producing physical content for you guys. VGP are a great company with cheap prices in Canadian monopoly money and free worldwide shipping on orders over 80 Canadian bucks, which is less than 60 American dollars. Plus, each week, if you buy something, you are put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Alexei Z. And last week's winner was Austin R. Congratulations to both of you. You should get an email from VGP in the coming days with your discount coupon. Thanks so much for your support and everyone else out there. Caravan SandWitch is releasing in Europe this week. North America will have to wait a couple more weeks before you can get your hands on either the Switch or PS5 physical release. This is a chill exploration adventure that has mostly good reviews. The negative ones mostly say it's boring or the story is like modern cliche stuff, but it's combat free, so no need to stress as you drive around the wilderness in a yellow Jeep. Good job there's no combat, otherwise you would be literally a meal on wheels. Despera Drops is releasing this week in North America. Europe will have to wait until next month to get their hands on another juicy otome from Axis Games. This is the first time the game has been in English, but reviews of the Japanese edition have been positive. But you can say that about 95% of otome. At least they're consistent and easily pleased. My favorite kind of people. This is set in the modern day and has you being accused of a crime you and your boy Harem didn't commit, so you're on the run, laying low, and probably getting laid. Jonah Lomu Rugby Challenge 4 is releasing in Europe this week, and I'm guessing only in Europe and maybe Australia. Pretty unique for the Switch system. Definitely interesting to see smaller publishers giving these sports a try because, you know, EA and 2K won't touch them with a barge pole. I mean, if it doesn't let investors buy private islands with their dividends, they don't want to know. But it is worth noting that a few years ago, there was already a Rugby Challenge 4. Now they've stuck a dead guy on the cover and called it a new release. Bosh! However, unlike the previous release, this doesn't have licensed teams, and they've even got the rugby balls to use that as a selling point. Nice try, I commend you for that effort. Alright, the low print limited releases. Chernobylite is Limited Run's latest Switch pre-order. It's available to order right now, and it's a survival RPG, first-person shooter thingy-mabob. Ain't nothing light about it since it supposedly has one of the most faithful recreations of the famous location. Expect lots of crafting, resource management, and an almost daily prostate exam because you know that cheeky boy is gonna be swelling. Probably could have put this on my FPS list, the video I made a couple of weeks back. Reviews on Steam are positive positive for it, but the Switch version is let down by, age-old technical issues, especially at launch with frequent crashes. Apparently there has been a patch or two which hopefully fix things, but I don't know for sure. And my executive producer, Super Ben Julio, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Snow Bros Special 2. Yes, Limited Run have announced they will be doing this, but there will be a European retail release as well, as I expected. The remake of the first game must have done well enough that they decided to do the sequel as well. Fun, arcade action game, can't go wrong with it. Well, except with the new art style. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this. I just feel bored just looking at it. You can order it on Tuesday though if you want. And my executive producer, Punky Dooster, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Alright, let's jump into the imports. Yes, if you order these games with the links below, you'll be getting them from PlayAsia. And you can get 5% off with my code Jordan2025. And as an aside, if you're new here, or maybe you're not the kind of person to normally do so, please do subscribe. The bigger this channel is, the more publishers will pay attention to physical media, and also I want to get to 30,000 subscribers before the end of this year if possible, so do me a favor, it'll be the best thing you do today, I promise. Ever 17, Never 7 double pack is releasing in Japan and Asian regions this week. Both of them do have English. I finally got to see for sure about the Japanese edition. Now that it's on the eShop, I can see that it does have English despite PlayAsia not mentioning it. Here you get 2 visual novels. I have heard one is really good and the other one is a mild disappointment, at least in comparison. In Japan, alongside the standard edition, there's also a collector's edition which includes a soundtrack collection DVD-ROM. If you're still rocking a DVD player, man, I need to get a PS2 again. And my executive producers G Bautista 100, Feig, Ishin, and Wixit have chosen this as their pick of the week. Love Delivery and Love In Login seems to have been pushed back to this week. It was in last week's episode, but I understand the delay. Those big booby mouse pads must cause some literal backache for the logistics team. They've got to be heavy to carry. Valis is also getting a triple pack release in Japan. These games were released individually previously, but now there's like a memorial collection thing. Sadly, despite my attempts at persuading my contact with this company, I don't think they've added English to these Japanese releases. If they did, that would have been awesome. And that's it, that's everything. My guess is everyone's just scared of Suikoden because they know it's boss, they know it's going to kick ass and get millions and millions of sales, right? Maybe, please. Alright, let's jump into the community spotlight. Executive producer D's Nuts showed off that he is in fact all about the nuts. The color palette for cultured releases sure is dark and moody these days. Executive producer Super Ben Julio sent in this photo with Ninth Dawn 3, which seems like a game I would probably like if I actually played it. It looks absolutely chaotic, and the cover art ain't half bad. Bill R sent in this photo with a few imports. I still can't get over the digital price they were asking for Ars Magna, and I think it's one of the most expensive games on the system, at least I would guess. Andrew R sent in this photo, P3P, the big collector's edition that's gonna get a lot of people in trouble if they bought it internationally. Those package scans will not be kind when someone's knocking on your door and your phone's being tapped. Robin H sent in this photo saying that he's been pleasantly surprised about Grendizer, which he knew nothing about before going in, but has been enjoying the game so far. Trident M sent in this photo with the Trolls game. The only thing that could make me purchase that is if the logo was actually glitter. Is it? I don't know, but if it is, it could open up a whole kind of unhinged game collecting worms. Glittery cases. Executive producer Kevin W sent in this photo showing off Tales of Grace's F, which looks like it was handled much better than the Symphonia re-release. I think they really learned their lesson with that one. Pixel Art Man sent in this photo of Kingdom of Astiborg. I missed this because it was exclusive to Pixel Heart's website. I think you still get it. It includes Demons of Astiborg and Astibros. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo, which includes the Elite edition of Popslinger. Always tempting with a shiny cover. I think I'm either an anthropomorphic magpie or a 7-year-old girl. I'm one of those. Shiny things, glittery things, I will buy it. Executive producer Surfacing for Air sent in this photo, which includes Yu-Gi-Oh!, which a good few of you have been getting in. I will definitely pick this up when it, gets into my budget range. I think the price went up before release because I remember saying that it was a nice, affordable release, but when I checked after it started being sent out, it was like $45 or something. I thought it was like 30. I don't know. Executive producer G Bautista 100 sent in this photo, picking up a double helping of live stream culture. The first game recently got a reprint, and the second game is recent enough to not have gone out of print yet. Ashura G sent in Gundog, which I asked VGP why they hadn't taken in any EU stock for the Switch versions, for whoever in America wants it. They said they were gonna go and get it, and they would open orders soon. But it still hasn't happened, and I wonder, is something blocking it? Executive producer Cartoon Soren showed the story of my collecting life, a huge committed collector who's only just picked up Mario Odyssey. That's me. I've almost never purchased a massive title straight away, because I know they're always going to be there. Dragon Walker sent in this photo showing that they were on the ball enough to pick up both Violet and Scarlet complete on-cart editions. They always sell out very quickly, but it could be worse. It could be Persona 4. Literally 80 seconds a couple of days ago. 80 seconds and they all sold out. Executive producer Ghost Bune sent in this photo, picking up the Essential Okami, an import exclusive on the Switch. Play Asia have it for like $24 or something. Absolute classic and worth purchasing in time for the sequel coming in about, 30 years. Whatever it's going to take. Executive producer Offphone sent in this photo with The Plucky Squire. I really enjoyed that game. Okay, I played it on PS5 and it was great. Loads of different ideas, charming, good stuff. Executive producer Precision Plague sent in this photo with Flint Hook, which was one of Limited Run's very, very early releases before they started going for like Persona and Yakuza and Doom and all the other titles that should be at retail. Executive producer Vei, my man in Japan, sent in this photo with a bunch of imports, including the Medical Examination Diary, which I don't know if it's going to be popular as an import, but it's one that, a certain kind of people will want in their cultured library. Starvey sent in this photo, which shows that Iron Meat has had the desired effect that I hoped. You can see Strictly Limited have finally got some cash together to start printing their backlog, and now you can purchase Jet Cave Adventures. It's in stock on their site. No need to fear of waiting indefinitely. Thank you, Iron Meat. Executive producer God of Resin sent in this photo, picking up the European exclusive Pang Adventures, which I know Play Asia often have very, very cheap. Apparently it was a classic game in Europe. I have no memory of it. Executive producer Dave Hallworth sent in this photo with a bunch of imports. He scared me to death with the pixel penguin thing because I had not seen that before. But I think this is the reversible cover for a game that doesn't have English. But I'm not entirely sure if English is necessary. I haven't talked about Arcade Love plus Pengo, that's its name, because I haven't seen anyone talk about if English is needed or not. I mean, you look at the screenshots and you think that looks way too simple to need English, but who knows? I don't want to say before I actually know. All right, let's have a roundup. Rainbow Pickle Gaming, Devil Angel, Brian G, Stefan N, Choco Loco James, Tracy Y, John D, McLaren, Cresalak, Needless Dragon, Bunny Bear, JRM, The Enemy Parasite, Bay 6. Alright, if you want to send me your pictures, the details are on the screen right now. Special thanks, as always, to my executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punkidusa, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Raven Knight, Fawn Metal Luna, Isa, Vey, Offphone, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Feig, Josh Foot, Ishin, Lewis K, Kevin W, Jennifer M, Super Ben Julio, Double Dave, Husway and Hallworth, Wixit, Sora Cat, The Nemo 6, Ghost Bune, G Bautista 100, Rose, Adamantium, Azrith, Jake Vav, Ethan Blue, D's Nuts, Jeddah Crow, Brotorius, and Surfacing for Air. Thank you so much for your support, plus you watching right now. If you watched all the way through, please leave me 108 in the comments below, because this week, this month, this year is all about Suikoden, okay? And all the 108 stars of destiny. Hope you all have a fantastic day, fantastic week, and yes, take care.